Episode 3, Explaining the Cloud. Hope you're ready. Hey guys, what's up? It's Anthony DeZed again here with episode number 3 of Explaining the Cloud. Our podcast is dedicated to eXp Realty, the first and only agent-owned cloud-based brokerage. And I do want to touch upon, since we are called Explaining the Cloud podcast, briefly in the last podcast I mentioned about our cloud campus. I wanted to touch upon that a little bit more. Again, this company was started 10 plus years ago. Well, not really plus, about 10 years ago. And with the thought of having a virtual real estate brokerage, and that's where the base and the foundation of this company has started. And again, I want to touch upon that cloud campus environment. The perks about having a cloud campus where you can log in and speak to people almost instantly are just insane. It's so cool what we can do. I'll tell you, I had a meeting with a real estate agent just recently, and he didn't quite understand, the cloud campus, the eXp world that we go into. And he said, man, Anthony, the fact is I can just go to my office and go talk to someone and have that problem fixed. And my response was, exactly. You have to go to that office. And he came back, he goes, okay, Anthony, well, I can call the office. I said, okay, great. Call the office. Go do it right now. And when you're doing that, I'm going to go open up my laptop and I'm going to go into eXp world and I'm going to get, something fixed, like accounting issue or something, just to talk to someone and get it resolved. And not to say all real estate companies are like this, but long story short, in this conversation, he called the office. The person wasn't there. They took almost a day to call back, where meanwhile, I got my problem fixed and resolved in 5 minutes. And look, that's the beauty of having access to the cloud campus eXp world. Again, I'm going to keep saying it over and over in this podcast. 400 plus employees. Someone's going to answer your question quickly. There's been times I've been in closings, at the closing table, I had to open up my laptop and get something resolved right then and there. Guys, you can't do that everywhere else. I've been there, So just to break it down a little more, this cloud campus environment is amazing. You can step in and talk to people from tech support. We have so many different services, so many different people at your fingertip looking to help you. And the cool thing, again, you can go inside the eXp world and work with your other agents and different people across the country. No desk fees, work from everywhere. The company's saving a ton of money by, cutting the overhead of brick and mortar costs. No expensive leases for buildings. All your technology is built in one place. Paperless transactions. Everything's paperless. You legitimately scan it into a system, electronically sign it, and send it back. And it's amazing. Some people are probably sitting right now going, Anthony, well, I'll do that already. But you know what? Not everybody does. I have agents across the country that I brought into eXp. And to be honest with you, the SkySlope and the DigiSign and the paperless transactions was a huge hurdle for them, which blew my mind because I've been using it for years. At Keller Williams, we use .loop, we use SkySlope here. Very similar thing, a little bit different, but not really much. But it's amazing once you get adapted to it. I have an agent in northern Louisiana where legitimately she would drive thousands of miles a week, and I do mean thousands, to get a paper signed. The moment we showed her paperless transactions, SkySlope, DigiSign, changed her life. Can you imagine how much money, time, and energy you save just by that? And think about that too. You guys, how I said earlier, you got to go drive to the office and do this. Trainings. I'm going to talk about that next. But huge, instant access. Right now, I can stop this podcast. I can go into eXp World and go to a live training. Maybe I'll do something like that for you on my YouTube channel. So instant access to training and support. So I want to touch upon that more. The live training, it truly is life-changing. Now, I can tell you, I have a lot of agents who come into the company, and some have stayed, some have come, some have left. If you don't embrace the technology, you're not going to succeed. Okay, this is a company where you truly do have to embrace the technology. One of my first stories I tell people all the time about this company is that, when I first came in, I didn't get paid on a commission for about 3 or 4 days. Now it's like, oh, what the hell? This is crazy. I can't wait this long. The last company I left paid me in 2-3 days. I got a check. I had to go pick up at the office. So I was like, what's going on? It's supposed to be direct deposit. And it is. I had something that I did wrong. So it took me 5 days. And I finally said, wow, let me go get into this eXp world and find out what's going on. I tried to call, tried to email. It was kind of a hassle. Got into eXp World. Honestly, they fixed the problem within a minute, and my direct deposit was there the next day. Okay? So I want to reiterate, guys, this is an amazing company, but you have to embrace the technology. Just like learning. If you don't read every day and you don't go to classes at the current company you're at, or you don't, do research or look up things or get better or sharpen the saw daily, this company may not work for you. It may not help. Because you have to go to classes. And with that said, we have 40, 50, 60 hours of live classes from legitimately some of the best real estate trainers, coaches, and agents in the world. And again, I want to tell y'all, stay tuned because we have some of those people coming on to speak and telling you about how the great things and what they can do. But you learn everything from sales, listing presentations, lead generation, social media, CRM. Look, guys, classes like crazy. If you don't take the time and at least look at this model, and again, reach out to me, anthony.dezette@exprealty.com. I could get you a free invite for a 3-day pass inside of eXp World so you can see it. It's really cool. It's a must-see. You got to check it out. And again, want to keep touching upon the cloud service. Our eXp World, it's really so neat. And I can't keep saying that, but the fact is, real-time support. Right now, I challenge anyone. If they want to call me up or send me an email and tell me differently, do it. Because the fact is, it's quick, it's on demand, and it supports services like you won't find anywhere else. I can guarantee you that right now. And the live support, eXp agent services, technology, finance, accounting, these guys will actually, in tech support, will come into your computer and fix it. I just recently brought my dad, Anthony DeZette Sr., over about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and it took him a while. He's one of them, you dads, dude, they stubborn as hell. He finally came over, and I can tell you what, he'll tell you right now, wow, because he's not tech savvy. He gets pretty frustrated with me all the time. And the fact is, you know what, Dad? Go into eXp World. Go talk to them. And he has. He's embraced it, and he's learning from it every day. So it's depending on what time zone you're in, we're available about 12 hours a day right now. Now, there's a rumor we keep hearing that eXp World is going to go 24/7. We're all going worldwide. Again, we mentioned it briefly. I'll have a whole podcast about it, but we just launched into the UK, Australia, coming into other countries right now. So our support system will be 24/7 pretty short. With that said, this company, being that we are cloud-based and we don't have any offices, our international collaboration, our international stretch is amazing. We're in all 50 states. We are the only real estate company that is licensed and operating in all 50 states. Now we are all throughout Canada, and just in the last few months, we announced that we are launching in the UK and Australia. So if anybody from the UK or Australia is listening to this podcast, Explaining the Cloud about eXp Realty, you have a interest in getting into this company or hearing more about this company, please contact me. It's an amazing opportunity in these two countries to take off and grow your real estate business beyond your wildest dreams. With that said, that collaboration, it's great. You can interact and learn from the top producers and the top professionals in the company all over the country, all over the world. Most real estate companies, the bigger franchise, national chain companies, have this. At Keller Williams, I loved Keller Williams for that aspect. I these two companies I've been with, Keller Williams for a little over 12 years, eXp for 2.5 years. And I can tell you, these two companies, if you're at a small company, get out. I teach on a coaching concept called Big Fish, Little Pond, Big Fish. And yes, there's a lot of people who do great with small companies, boutique brokerages. Absolutely amazing. But the fact is, I can right now call a real estate agent almost in any city and collaborate with them, talk to them, ask them for advice, help. You can't get that international collaboration, that national collaboration anywhere else. What I'm doing right now, one of the main reasons why, and I'll do a whole podcast on why I left Keller Williams and came over to eXp Realty, was I'm building a team across states, provinces, and the world. And I want y'all to kind of understand that. I will break that down more. I have a lot of real estate agents that I have brought into my team. My team stretches all across America. Okay? You can do that. I was doing that at Keller Williams in multiple cities. I had my team in multiple cities. But I can tell you the huge difference, I was paying an obnoxious amount of money to do it. I was dealing with multiple admins. I was dealing with multiple offices. I was dealing with multiple office managers, team leaders. Okay, it just keeps going on. Not that it's a bad model, because it works. There's guys out there that are killing it in that model. I just saw an opportunity where I can do it for next to nothing, $16,000. I have one nationwide, and it's actually international wide cap of $16,000 that I paid to this company with my team members all across the country. Okay? Yeah. One of the great things about is that when you have the opportunity to launch into other states, other countries, internationally, nationally, and you have this eXp World platform, think about the collaboration potential. You can log into the world, meet with each other all across the world in the country. It's truly amazing. With my team, I host and participate in daily online sessions. We learn online. We're doing live trainings. The network, referral network, I can tell you at Keller, I had an amazing one. About 25-30% of my business was referral based. Here, it's growing even more. So with that said, the cloud, if you don't understand it or you need more information about it, message me. I want to talk to you some more detail. I want to show you. I want to sit down and physically show you what the cloud, the eXp world, what this company is kind of about. So do this. Do your research. Thank you again for checking out this podcast, Explaining the Cloud. And we're going to have a lot more information, so stay tuned. Talk to you all soon.